love and friends and family.
It's all about sharing a feast and cheers.
It's always been happy cause the children are dear.
It's all about peace every time of the year.
If only I could see your face again, not behind the screen at the other end.
If only we could party, kick back your boots, just let me.
Wishing Christmas time we be together again.
It's all about the family. It's all about TNC. What? It's all about the family. Don't fret, don't sweat. You know what it is, cause you know and I know we'll be together
We'll
again.
go together to be together. It's Christmas time once again, and you know how we'll begin. Spread love and receive blessings from above.
If only I could see your face again, not behind the screen at the other end. If only we could party, kick back your boots, just let me.
Wishing Christmas time we'd be together again.
Wishing Christmas time we'll be together again.
The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to the new channel. Our passion transforms a community that sees all things new. I am Ellen Perez and I'm streaming live from Mandaluyong City. Good afternoon and welcome to Women at Work on TNC. Hello everybody! I'm back! Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. And in a while, good evening. And of course, you are watching Women at Work. Ang galing mo, panalo ka. And this is your host, Ellen Perez. How's everybody? I miss everyone. Kamusta po tayong lahat? And of course, allow me to greet everybody a Merry, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Kamusta po tayong lahat? I miss the show. I miss the team. I miss everybody. All right. And it's so great to be back with this Christmas special in Women at Work Ang galing mo, panalo ka. Of course, our show showcases the stories of various women in different fields. It's a show which aims to educate, encourage, elevate, and empower women in different industries. It brings you raw and transformational stories of Filipinas from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and across the globe to our Filipina OFWs, featuring their world class skills and talents. And of course, we are gifting our streaming viewers a more delightful features of our modern day Filipino women heroes, focusing on their empowering stories. Thank you so much. Magandang hapon po muli sa inyong lahat. And of course, Women Empowerment Stream Show is exclusively here on the new channel. Please do share our videos, like and comment down below for your questions, greetings, shout out, of course. You can watch us or catch us in YouTube, Facebook. Also, just um, search or use hashtag TNC now, the new channel, Women at Work on TNC, Women Empowerment. And yes, please do share our videos and follow us in Facebook and YouTube. All right. So Pasko na, direct, di ba? How many days na tayo before Christmas? Let's do the countdown. I believe we are, drum roll please. We have 13 days to go before Christmas. I hope my counting is correct. Merry Christmas. How's everybody? Ano po ang inyong pinagkakabalahan aside from the gift giving, preparation of Noche Buenas, di ba? Wrapping your gifts, maybe sending letters to your loved ones, kahit ano pa po yan, what matters most is of course, wag nating kakalimutan the true meaning of our Christmas is of course the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Kaya naman po, pakatandaan po we always pray, give thanks, and that's our priority in celebrating this Christmas. And at this point, allow me also first to greet my mom, Loretta Parale Perez or Mama Dal. Happy birthday. Happy 72nd birthday. And we all love you. God bless you. And take care. All right. And also to my dad, advance happy birthday kay Papa Dal. Ayan, Alberto Marty Perez. Happy birthday to you also. Um, Thank you so much because without both of you, I am not here. Ayan, thank you so much. Happy birthday to both of you. And once again, to all our viewers, feel free to share our video, comment down below for your questions or let's say for your inquiries, and share and like, of course, dahil we'll never know. Of course, this could be watched by anyone, anytime. Pwedeng replay, pwede rin naman pong at this time while we're having it live. So, once again, this is your host, Ellen Perez, and you're watching Women at Work. Ang galing mo, panalo ka. And it's a Christmas special edition. Hindi ko na patatagalin dahil alam ko excited po kayong lahat makausap, makakwentuhan natin ang talaga namang napaka-importanting babae, 'di ba? Sa panahon natin ngayon, all right? She is also one of our inspiration. She encourage and inspire us in different many ways, all right? And our topic is about women's voice in pushing for digital for good. Ayan, makakakwentuhan natin siya at malalaman natin kung ano ba tong digital for good. But before I, um, have her on live here in our show, just a brief introduction. Of course, she is the co owner and vice president also of Puzzle Box BPO Incorporated, a decade old 24 by 7 operating BPO offering digital and intelligent outsourcing solutions based in BGC Manila. Puzzle Box services multiple high profile clients across several verticals such as a consumer, customer support, management, social media strategy and content production, game support, testing and management, web and e commerce management, among others. She is a 20-year-old marketing and business development executive who worked for companies such as SM Supermalls, Level Up Incorporated, Galileo Enrichment Learning Program, and Advertising Adobo Magazine. She has worked also as a global consultant for Social Jasmine in the US and HFSE International Schools in Singapore. She has been instrumental in the growth of these companies on branding, strategy, and business development. O di ba? Profile pa lang talaga namang kamangha-mangha na. And she has her own private pop avenue. It's one of her passion projects. She is also helping small medium enterprises through venture capital event bazaars in Manila and other key cities. She currently sites as the president and chief executive producer of course, the new channel. Ito po yung pinanonood nyo ngayon, TNC. It is an online new media platform which has launched during the global pandemic. And TNC, of course, showcases Filipino talent, global influencers that promotes cultural intelligence and ingenuity. It has shows being streamed around Asia and in the US aside from the Philippines. And in Apple's pursuit to the use and respect of digital for good, she created Global Women Who Rule, or GWWR. It's an online summit and it's now growing community which shares inspiring stories of empowered and outstanding Filipino women from around the world. The overwhelming acceptance of GWWR gave birth to another concept, which is Me and Mom, or short for Me and My Outstanding Mother. Me and Mom is an event that promises to bring out the best in one person by gratefully appreciating her mother. She is a graduate of Fine Arts, major in advertising, a certified digital leader, and MSME Hero awardee with a strong personality in fashion, enthusiast, chatterbox, adventurous, traveler, marketing guru, a happy wife, and a proud mother. Without further ado, let's all welcome and let's give a round of applause for our special guest for Women at Work special Christmas edition, Miss Apple Manansala. Hello, Apple! Ayan.
Hello, Coach Ellen. Ang haba naman nun, may pag-uusapan pa ba tayo?
Di ba? Tinodo ko na, pasensya ka na. Sinagad ko na talaga yung talagang lahat na ng info tungkol sa'yo. Sinaliksik ko na.
Oo nga, ang haba nun.
O, di
But
ba? Eh,
thank you for reading my LinkedIn, my long bio profile on LinkedIn here on your
At
show.
dahil diyan kakalmahan muna natin, Miss Apple. Share with us, 'di ba sabi nila, wow, ang haba no na talagang grabe, busy-busy si Madam bilang CEO President. What is a day like for a busy woman like you? I mean, what time do we wake up? Do you have a morning routine? Afternoon activities, late night events?
Nako, hindi healthy ang lifestyle ko eh, especially lately. So I'm not a good example to many people. But uh, I wake up depending on what time I slept because depending on what work I have finished for the day. But as much as possible, like today, I woke up at siguro mga 6 because I had to cook for my son's food, breakfast, and also our
Mm,
food. And yun, hands-on pa. So have to cook food, which I don't
ang
do
sweet
naman every
naman.
day if I do have a chance to do it. At saka nakaka-flatter kasi when I do that, like, I cooked and prepared the food and then my son goes to school before 7 or 7 and then he brings with him his food pack. Tapos, um, ayun, so I usually check after that, after fixing all of that. So, I also do routine work at home, no? Natatawa sa akin yung ibang mga taga-TNC pag sinasabi kong, wait lang washing dishes or wait lang doing laundry, ganyan. Which I also do. Like,
So
I have
normal kang housewife at nanay, 'di ba? Kasi baka kalain ng iba bilang CEO hindi na nagagampanan 'yan. Wow, kahanga-hanga naman talaga 'yan, Miss
Magpa-plancha pa nga
Apple.
ako ng uniform mamaya eh. So maraming makaka-relate na mga mommies dyan. And then naglilinis ako ng baunan, gano'n. And then but nakakatuwa kasi like today, that was my routine today. But on some days, I don't necessarily take care of all of that naman. Like I have someone to help us. But today we don't have, so but that's fine. So um so like for example, I have someone to take care of those things. So I do the other stuff na lang like fixing making sure lang na makakaalis on time. Tapos it's Erwin kasi who brings Andre to school.
Mm.
So, natuwa lang ako kasi kanina, ah, so I finished very late last night and then so I woke up but had to wake up early kanina. And then, nung pagbalik ni Erwin, sabi ni Erwin sa akin, nung paghatid niya kay Andre to school, sabi niya sa akin, sabi ni Andre, he likes daw the food that he ate for breakfast today.
Mm,
And then, this
how
was like
sweet.
a few times na ako yung nag-prepare ng breakfast. So, flatter naman ako sa
Oo. Ibang wins 'yan, 'di ba, Miss Apple? And speaking about your son Andre, what do you enjoy most doing with him? Ano yung mga bonding moments niyo mag-ina?
many things. Well, normally I'm a present mom, but in terms of interests, medyo mas sila ng dad niya. Like they like computers, they like computer games, they like watching Netflix. Ako kasi medyo I listen to them and I watch
Hmm,
them at the same time. But
mhm,
I spend quality time with them by just being with them. So I guess ako the most enjoyable thing that I like to do with Andre is whenever we travel. Like kahit
mhm,
local, most especially kung international travel, tas wala kaming kilala dun sa place. I like it because that's when I really see how we can be appreciative of each other na kami-kami lang. So whenever we're at home, like today kami-kami lang, it's like we're traveling. It's like we're practicing how to be independent, ganyan. So and I like spending those times with Andre and also praying. I like praying with him. Every night
hmm.
I do that. And aside from that, may mga other times pa kami that whenever I need to pray for something, for example, yan, special prayer, I make sure that he's there. Like we hold our hands and then we pray. So he's very good. He's very good in that way. So I'm allowing him to appreciate that that's one of his strengths. And syempre when he's doing some artifacts, no, pag may mga artsy siyang ginagawa, sa akin siya pupunta. So
Yeah, yung mga projects, artworks, ganyan.
yan. Mahilig siyang mag-clay, sculpt clay ng mga toys niya or like mag-create ng something or like upgrade yung tawag niya doon sa mga toys niya tapos nire-repaint niya yon. Every time may matapos
Hmm,
sasabihin niya sa akin, papakita niya sa akin, Mom, what do you think of this? Ganyan. Kasi madalang siyang magpakita sa amin ng gano'n pag hindi pa niya tapos. So, pag hindi pa niya
nakaka
tapos, he puts it in one place lang.
wow, nakakatuwa yan 'no, Miss Apple, kasi talagang that precious moment is really, you know, priceless, 'di ba? And I think yung artistic side ni Andre nakuha niya sa'yo yan. Ang galing naman.
Hindi ko
Miss
alam
Ap
kasi
mm,
hindi ko alam kasi hindi naman namin talaga siya hindi naman namin siya pinasok sa regular school for it. But when he was
mm,
growing up, well, syempre, we empowered him by buying the brushes, the
mm,
paints, ako the
mm,
clay. Pero
mm,
because I also saw, even his teachers kasi in school, they were saying na he's very manipulative, mahilig siya sa yung sa mga manipulative toys. Tapos,
mm.
mahilig din siya sa mga, um, mahilig din siya sa mga art activities in school, ganon. So, since feedback sa amin yun ng teachers niya ever since he was young, mas in-encourage namin siya. Pero may mga hidden
Yeah.
talent yung daddy niya eh. Nagkataon lang kasi na ako yung pursue dun sa course na yon.
Ang
Pero
ga
pag may mga hidden talent din yung dad niya, si Erwin.
Ang galing naman ng dynamics ng family niyo, Miss Apple, nakakatuwa rin talaga. Now, as we talk about Andre, Erwin, your husband, na very supportive din talaga naman sa mga endeavors mo, can you share with us? I'm sure yung mga momshings na nanonood, career woman out there, would like to know also, how do you spend your me time? Ano yung mga me time moment mo? Kasi may mga iba tipong ang me time nila, nako, weekend salon yan or spa. May iba naman, just being on quiet time, yoga, zumba, or ba, tulog lang talaga. Ikaw, ano yung me time mo?
Ano
What's
ba
your
yung
me
me time
time?
ko? Lately, may me time ba ako? Teka, ano nga bang me
Yun na.
time ko? Wala ko na-realize. I like actually hindi ko maisip ngayon even when you shared with me those questions kasi my me time is really always still spending time with them. Like
Wow. Mm-mm.
before I would have like I will drive on my own. Like with
Mm-mm.
nobody, with no itinerary, I'll just go to
Mm-mm.
places. Or I guess roaming around a mall, for example, yan, me
Mm-mm.
time ko yan. Kahit hindi ako
Mm-mm.
bibili, window shopping lang ako, ganon. So that's my way also of refreshing my creativity on something. Pag meron ako kailangan pag-isipan, kailangan paglakarin mo ko. Eh since mainit,
Mm-mm.
maglalakad ako sa mall. So, ang mga favorite place ko to go around or for example, landmark, ganyan. So,
Mm-mm.
I'll just go around landmark kahit wala akong bibilin. I'll just go around, ikot lang ako doon, lahad-lahad lang ako doon. Sometimes I talk to the sales ladies, ganyan. Or if not mall, so for example, I'll go to Mega Mall. Pag yung day na wala
Mm-mm.
masyadong tao, I'll just go
Mm-mm.
around and then whenever I look at brands na bago, ganon, or I'll go to the shops na gusto kong puntahan. I won't stay there. Hindi ako uupo para mag-isip. I'll really like literally observe the people and then or magkipag-usap ako sa ibang sales lady, ganon. Like, saan sila nakatira, yung mga ganon. Weird stuff. So, I guess that's my me time. But other than that, I spend it here at home. I like being in one area.
Mm-mm.
Ganun. And hindi ako masyadong maraming routine whatever to myself eh. Of course, I get I get myself done. Pero hindi naman kailangan like iwan ako ng the whole day or like, it's something na I cannot not live without, ganon. So,
Mm-mm.
hindi siya ganon. So, really my me time would always still be like, yeah, eating with them. And then,
Mm-mm.
hindi kasi kami pressured, like, pag magkakasama kami, hindi naman kailangan when we go to a mall, magkakasama kami sa mall. So, kaming tatlo, ganun ginagawa namin. Like, we go to a mall, tapos, depende who Andre wants to hang out with, mom or dad, and then we'll go separate ways. We'll just meet, we'll just meet somewhere para feeling namin, marami kaming na-accomplish. Depende kung ano yung mga itinerary namin, why we're going to that place in the first place. Yun.
Thank you for share.
I'd love to
Mm-mm.
drive. That would be my me
Mm.
time. It relaxes me. Kaya lang, with the traffic here in Manila, parang
Mm.
hindi na siya nag-work.
Imposible.
Mm.
Thank you for sharing that, no? Very personal. Pero I'm pretty much sure our viewers, lalo na yung mga mommy dyan or career woman out there, can relate to you, lalo na yung window shopping or, being with your son, just holding hands na nag-iikot. Alam mo yon, mga simple joy na very precious talaga.
Well,
Now,
hindi na pala natin nagagawa yun lately, no? Na-realize ko. Well, back to it a bit, pero during pandemic, di ba? How can you have a me time
yes.
here at home? My only me
Oo.
time here at home would be spending, I don't know if you do this, spending extra time in the banyo. That's, I think
Mm.
if you contextualize that as part of me time, like sometimes 2 hours ako sa banyo.
Nice. Talagang nagre-relax lang, nag
Oh, and then when they when they need me, I'll just say, I'm still doing something, ganyan. Pero like, feeling ko mga 2 hours na akong nawawala. Pero nasa bahay lang ako. Ganon. I'm sure
para
many
lang
can relate.
yes, para to recharge you, 'di ba? So, speaking of digital for good, because of course our topic for today is woman's voice and pushing for digital for good. So, baka merong mga tao, ano bang ibig sabihin yan? Ano yung voice na yan? Ano yung digital for good na yan? Can you give us, I mean, for those who are watching us right now, Miss Apple, ano po bang ibig sabihin ng digital for good?
Uh, Actually, how it started, I've been an advocate naman of if you're aware of yung think before you click na campaign,
Yes.
no? So parang
Mm-mm.
isipin mo munang mabuti bago ka mag-click or mag-share ng something, especially on social media. Kasi that becomes part of your digital footprint. So whatever you
Mm.
share there, somehow you share a piece of yourself. Although I also
Unless,
believe
dinilit mo, 'di ba? Pero yun, ganun na yun, ikaw na yun.
yeah, but most of the time, like whatever you share in a conversation like this or like in in your postings on social media, um that is part of who you are becoming. No, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's who you are. Digital for
Mm.
good. I've always been an advocate of digitizing a lot of things since ever since, no, kasi as a marketing professional, you have to adapt to that. But I think when I became part of our business, Puzzle Box BPO Inc., because it was operating for a year, and I wasn't hands on because I was still in advertising at the time. And so after a year, I decided to join Erwin and really help him with the business already. But ever since then, I became more conscious.
Mm.
Although the ignition even started way before that, because when I was still in Adobo magazine, we're already doing a lot of things to digitize the content of the magazine. And of course, all of those things boils down to you telling people to be responsible with the content that they're releasing, especially on social media. Actually, websites pa nga before. And
Mm.
then, of course, when we did TNC, that's when many of these things have really, kumbaga, had better perspective on me. And slowly it's becoming a campaign. And especially when we established Global Women Who Rule, it really started when I had a conversation with Rina Simon. She's one, I mean, restarted. I've been ignited already before, but I was so touched by her speech, yung keynote speech niya. And not only that, even prior to the keynote speech, we were already discussing, because that's part of how we prepare for the show or for the content. And she already
Mm.
mentioned to me that that's one thing that she wants to push. She wants to see herself being part of that. And I was more yeah, I said I was reignited, and at the same time I was even more encouraged to really pursue it. And aside from that, I was also very, very much affected by how many people who have gone through a lot of things. Like for one, Michelle Miraz, one of our hosts on TNC, who also
Yes.
happened to be on Global Women Who Rule, being, campaigning for being unapologetic, you yourself appreciating yourself and the things that you're doing, and being unapologetic and all that. And so I was thinking to myself, sabi ko, when we were preparing and planning for Global Women Who Rule, it's really best, to put the context of how digital can actually help promote good good deeds, good things to other people, things that will transform or help transform other people to become the better version of themselves. And so I said to myself, whatever it is that we're doing, because many things that we're doing, especially here on TNC, from then and up to now, are all digital. So,
Mhm.
what else do you want to share on digital? So when, di ba? But goodness.
Yes,
And
correct.
yeah, at the time when we were doing it, we were also saying na, I keep on saying yung positive on positivity. That's like the hashtag that I first parang came up with when we were doing Global Women Who Rule. And so putting all of that together, yung digital for good really is what it is, eh. Parang at the end of the day, we are given, I mean, for everything that I have said, simply put, ano lang siya, it's reminding you that digital is here for us to see that there's a world outside of where we are. And it's a good way because it connects all of us, especially on social media, which is widely used. And social media, the Philippines being the capital of, those platforms around the world. But what often we forget, not only when we become unapologetic of ourselves and we express ourselves so much or so clearly on
Mm-hmm.
social, we forget to be responsible. So as I said nga, be yourself. There's no other person who will better represent you but yourself. You have to embrace, your whatever weaknesses and strengths that you have. And that's a good way for you to say that it's really you, working or acting on whatever it is that you're doing. Use social media properly, to campaign for digital for good. And all of those things kasali siya, Coach Ellen. Kasi if you're
Mm-hmm.
just wanting to be someone and then you'll go on social media to be someone
Mm-hmm.
else, not yourself, I think that's going to be very hard for you, right? You're going to be wearing two, three personalities
Yes.
all the lifetime. I don't think it's going to serve your purpose here on earth. And so the social media and all these digital components are very very much available for all of us. It's given to us as a privilege because it's free, all you have to do is
Yes.
just internet connection, and then you get to meet a lot of people, you can interact with them. So while you're at that, why do you have to use it for something that will not, first of all, not benefit you, and second, if it benefits you, it should also benefit other people. So if you're doing something that's bad, you will be the only
Yeah.
one to tell yourself if that's good or bad. So what are the examples of good and bad? I don't know if you've experienced this, but still continuing to what it is, being responsible
Mm-hmm.
with media. Whenever you feel bad or you want to just rant, you go to social media and tell the whole world about it. I'm also guilty. I'm also guilty of that.
Mm-hmm.
I do that, especially on Twitter and also on Facebook. I do that. But what I also realized eventually is that whenever I do something like that, my friends are so affected. So they'd
Mm-hmm.
message me, they ask me, okay ka lang, may problema ka ba? Or, sometimes it's your relatives, your mom, if you're not living with them, like me, tatanungin ka, anong problema mo? Gusto mo ba tawagan kita, kausapin kita? Ganyan. So,
Yes.
slowly, I'm beginning to realize that people are actually seeing what I'm doing on social media. And
Mm-hmm.
so, when you post something negative on social media, it kind of affects other people as well, di ba? So, it
True.
changes their mood as well. So, hindi
Mm-hmm.
naman, Coach Ellen, to show that life is so perfect. Hindi naman sa ganon. But
Yeah.
it teaches you kasi to have a better perspective of what's happening around you. 'Di ba?
Mm-hmm.
You're like choosing to be good even if even if the situation already is calling you to react to it and it's really bad. Like
Yeah.
even if people are saying nasty things about you, that's
Mm-hmm.
probably your perspective. And yes, you don't agree. Yes, I don't agree, but I don't have to battle it on social media because again, the whatever it is that you put out there stays there. And not that it's going to affect on me, I'm not worried about how other people will tell me as well. But I'm very much worried of how my son will find out about
Yes.
what I'm doing right now. And
Mm-hmm.
later on in his lifetime, he will see that, Mom, you were this irresponsible to put
Mm.
all this toot
Yeah.
toot, all this shit outside, di ba? I mean, let's just say
Yeah.
natin. Parang,
Mm-mm.
kasi di ba, fini-filter mo nga yung sinasabi mo sa anak mo eh, 'di ba? Like whenever
Mm-hmm.
not because you're a goody-goody person, but you want your children, you want your son, my son. I want my son to grow up with respect, someone who knows what's bad, but what's good and bad. So, kung hindi
Mm-hmm.
mo siya ika-campaign at hindi mo siya gagawin, 'di ba, what's gonna happen?
Correct.
So, I
Exactly.
really use the campaign, Coach Ellen, to remind everybody to use digital for good. Use it to amplify other people, not just say it. Just really do
Yeah.
it. Like, this is part of how I'm campaigning it. Whenever I see someone who's posting something negative on social media, I really
Mm-hmm.
message. I try to find time to talk to that person.
Yeah.
Kasi when I'm seeing it, hindi lang para sabihin na okay ka lang, kumusta ka, anong problema, may problema ba? Hindi ko na tinatanong yon. Perspective na agad minsan yung yung sinasabi
Mhm.
ko. Ang sinasabi ko kaagad is, okay lang yan, you're bigger than that. Whatever it is, you're bigger than that.
Hindi, mhm.
Kasi sabihin ko,
Nakaka-encourage din 'yun sa tao, eh, 'di ba? Tsaka ang
mm,
ganda rin nung how you say it na talagang we're so privileged that, we are given this opportunity, and then yung choice, right? 'Di ba, yung choice of doing the right or doing the good thing, and it's the next generation really or the new generation na will really rip that, eh, 'di ba? Parang sila yung mag-aano nun, 'di ba? Ang ganda nga ng sinabi mo, 'di ba? Ano ba naman yung sasabihin ng mga anak natin, hindi yung nagpapagudi-gudi ka, but of course, you wanted also to present yung since social media is available to everyone, might as well do it for good and do it for right, 'di ba?
agree. Tsaka Coach
So,
Ellen,
yes,
sige, later, I'll continue. Actually, I was
yan,
just going to say also na kasi digital or at least social media is free. 'Di ba? Just like
yes,
how many people are able to see the content that we're creating here on TNC, that's absolutely free. So,
yes,
'di ba, you're given a chance to use a platform for free. And then until you
mm,
do, you'll use it for bad. 'Di ba? And
mm,
I mean, we've seen it just this year. We can really see that, so many people has used social media, websites for bad, to roll
mm.
out different, fake news, peddling, and all that.
Scam,
It's
mga
really
gano'n,
happening.
mga
Scam, di
scam,
ba?
'di ba? Yeah,
So, if no one will fight against it, not naman that
mm,
I'm strongly advocating, of course, I'm advocating for people to use digital for good, which means that I am, not supporting anything that is bad. Bad meaning, Coach Ellen, yung nakikipag-away ka sa social media, yung ganon, yung you say bad things about other people on social media. Sometimes you don't realize that when you do that, it's a reflection of your own values. It's not even a
exactly,
someone else. It's
yes,
your, 'di ba? Kasi you you, kunyari tayo, ako, ikaw, we're both responsible for how people will feel
mm,
about the kind of people that we are, and that's based on the relationship that we have with each other. Hindi tayo lahat hindi tayo lahat, you know um hindi lahat ng ginagawa natin available for everyone to see. So,
yes,
and siguro ano din, to counter also, Coach Ellen, yung sinasabi na, sorry, to counter, that's the mommy job. Hang on, I need to
hmm.
give this because my delivery is arriving. So, let me pause this. I'm sure you're gonna have a short
Yes.
break, right?
Actually, I was about to cue that already. To our viewers, sit back and relax. Babalikan natin si Miss Apple for some more insights. Of course, answering other questions about, empowering women in doing digital for good. So stay tuned. We'll be right back for more here in Women at Work. Ang galing mo, panalo ka.
Greenfield District, the future ready district, home to Greenfield Tower. With its state of the art fiber optic internet backbone, connectivity is built right into residences like Twin Oaks Place. 15 flourishing hectares right at the heart of Metro Manila, so that at work and at play, we can plant a future where dreams grow. Greenfield District, the future ready district.
Good evening, everyone. And once again, you are watching Women at Work. Ang galing mo, panalo ka. Hello, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. And Merry Christmas once again. And 13 days to go before Christmas. All right. So, how's everybody? Welcome back once again. And bago natin balikan ang ating special guest, President, CEO of the new channel or TNC, I'd like to greet our those who are watching us. Please do share our video. Comment down below if you have any questions. I'd like to say hi, good evening to Tita Linda Perez. Thank you for watching. Hello, Tita Linda, to my cousin Kuya Manny Dico. Hello, kamusta po kayo sa Laguna? And also to Michelle Salazar, who's also watching us. Great evening to everyone. To all of you who's watching us, Merry Christmas. All right. So at this point, I'd like to inform you about, of course, the new channel because this is an online alternative new media platform of online shows for people on the go. So please watch all our shows as seen on screen. Imagine having your own shows, your own playlist, your own content, but we make it easier for you. TNC aims to transform the lives of our viewers through engaging, authentic, and original content. Our channel is a responsible global 24 by 7 platform that showcases Filipino talent, global influencer, cultural intelligence, and ingenuity. Woman at Work is every Monday, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. and we just finished our season 2. Hopefully, we get back to in 2023 for season 3 and you can still watch our replay, all right, via Facebook and also in YouTube. And for other shows, you can watch it live as well in replay in Facebook or YouTube. Follow us in Instagram, listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just search hashtag TNC now. And for sponsorship, please email now at thenewchannel.com. That's once again now at thenewchannel.com or send us a direct message. Enjoy this life changing shows because we made them for you. All right. Thank you so much. Ayan, magandang gabi po muli sa inyong lahat and you're still watching Women at Work. Ang galing mo, panalo ka. All right. If our guest is all set and all good, let's bring her back again. I'm sure marami pa tayong mga questions or may mga questions pa tayo ng ating mga viewers that are mag enjoy. Let's all welcome once again TNC President CEO, Miss Apple Manansala. Hey!
Hi, Coach Ellen. Sorry, ang daldal ko kanina.
No,
Nakat
that's
na
all
yung
good.
favorite ko.
That's all good. Alam mo, ang ganda na ng mga, kumbaga, you have already shared as the core of digital for good. The role of a woman, the role of your voice, role ng mga babae about this, and you know how important it is for us to choose good and to choose right. Doon siya nagsimula dun sa think first before you click, 'di ba? Now, gusto kong pasukan yung angulo ng mga youth of today, Miss Apple, kasi 'di ba sabi nga nila, ang kabataan ng pag-asa ng Pilipinas o ng ating bayan with our generation alpha. 'Di ba? Generation Alpha na ngayon eh. How do you think, ano kaya yung role that they have to play in this digital for good? Ano kaya yung role nila, and how do you think they can play an important part of this digital for good?
You mean the Gen Z ba? Or
Yeah,
women?
yung mga kahit women, both women and the generation na po natin ngayon, yung mga mga Gen Z, millennial, generation alpha, yung mga next generations to come. Ano po kaya yung, kasi nga as what they say, digital for good and digital is to last, 'di ba? Syempre,
Mhm.
andiyan na talaga tayo eh. Ano kaya yung mga role nilang they have to play, and how critical it is para ma-maintain and sustain yung digital for good sa mga
Well,
kabataan, ganyan.
yes. For one, Coach Ellen, women, um, we are designed to be speakers, eh, di ba? Mahilig tayo magsalita, and we're able to influence our families as well. No, like,
Mhm,
um, we're the ones, who wants to decide for everything at home, kahit na hindi na natin scope sometimes. So
mm,
naturally, we are given voice. And ako din, all this lifetime, I've been questioning why are you so different? Why do you think differently from other people? And what really struck me the most is when I learned to appreciate that, well, over time I appreciated that we have different skills, we have different talents, and the best the best way to appreciate your talent given to you by the Lord is really to use it, 'di ba? And I'm always drawn to being the spokesperson, like using your voice for something. And how do you encourage people to speak up or to tell other people that they're saying, they're doing wrong, or they have to do it right if you're not gonna do it, right? Like if hindi mo siya i-exercise, hindi mo sila mapapakitaan ng example, 'di ba? So I had to do it despite the fact that I try to avoid the limelight. Ayoko siya because you don't like other people saying bad things about you. So I'm also that kind of person, just like many of those who I'm sure women like us na nagfa-follow or nakikinig sa show mo or nanonood ng show mo, Coach Ellen. And so,
mhm,
because of that, I try to avoid. But then, more and more, you're realizing the more you try to avoid things, the more it occurs to you that you have to do it because it's a responsibility to do it. So,
yes,
the advocacy to push people to use digital for good is in so many ways. You have to make many people realize that it can help them in a lot of ways. There's so many
mhm,
businesses that's already built in digital these days. And in fact,
mhm,
many of the traditional businesses are already being encouraged to go digital. So if you're gonna be a brand, although I know some personalities, some individuals who really, what they call this, they really don't care if other people see them as in a bad light, or
mhm,
they sometimes there are some people who even get interviewed on TV or on mainstream, and they were saying na they intentionally show people to be, how it is to be bad para mapansin sila.
mm,
Of course, we respect that, no? Yun yung pagiging unapologetic, like what I'm saying earlier. But that's not being responsible. And I guess you will realize that even more when you have a response to be responsible, or to become even more responsible when you already have a responsibility, and we already accepted that you have a responsibility. Like in our case, pareho tayong nanay, so we have a responsibility to raise our children or to raise our kids well. And one of the
yes,
ways to show them that they should be consuming only the positive things on social media, because they have to be able to discern kung yung content na pinapanood nila or yung kinokonsume nila will actually make them bad or make them do good, right?
mm,
So it's really values formation at the end of the day, Coach Ellen. But again, it's just us, sabi nga, 'di ba, yung motivation comes from within. Um,
very well,
I understand that there's so many motivational people, but um, motivational speakers, etc. Pero hindi ka daw nakakapag-motivate ng ibang tao. Nakakapag-influence ka lang. Nakakapag-show ka lang sa kanila ng good example. But the motivation will always come from within. Within oneself. So, in my case, ganun din. Which means you just have to be the person that you are, legitimate as you are. And when people appreciate what you're doing, then that's it. When people don't appreciate what you're doing, they just have to discern whether what you're doing it for good or you're doing it for bad. So again, this is not a lifestyle that you want to do or you want to be where you're a
Mm-hmm.
good person all the time. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
is perfect. I'm not perfect. There are some people
Yes.
who doesn't like my style. There are some
Mm-hmm.
people who likes my style, right? So, but in this lifetime, I would rather focus my energies on those people who are appreciating what I'm doing and also, getting the benefit of it. No, they're just not appreciating. Pero, how do you call that? May pakinabang sila dun sa pagiging nakikita
Yes.
ko. Kasi that's important eh. 'Di ba?
Mm-hmm.
So, which means, kung yung sasabihin mo sa social media, for example, is something that's negative, sa tingin mo ba
Mm-hmm.
makikinabang yung ibang tao doon? 'Di ba parang it's already common sense na hindi, 'di ba? Na hindi nila this even the way you speak depende sa kausap mo, and I guess the women at work viewers are intelligent people, right? Nag-iisip, they are capable of understanding what we're trying to tell them on this episode. Like, kung magpo-post ka sa social media para manira ng ibang tao, even ikaw mismo na nag-post, alam mo sa sarili mo na kung may choice ka, wag mo na yung gawin.
Yes.
Kasi at the end of the day, yes, it could relieve you from something. You
Mm.
feel good about it. But it shows some vulnerability as well. It means you're
Mm-hmm.
so lonely, you don't have any warm body to talk to tell that, to rant to. That's your
Yeah.
first choice. If you have a very good relationship at home, hindi mo
Mm-hmm.
kailangan post sa social media ng mga rants mo. Kasi
Yeah.
within your house, you will have someone to talk to para malabas mo yung rant mo, hindi ka naaabot sa social media. Real talk to, Coach Ellen. I
Yes.
know
Yes.
many women are, um, you know, could be a subject to it. Like, nagagawa natin yan. Sometimes unintentionally. So, let's just
Mm-hmm.
all be reminded, no, na, kasi, yun nga, it shows vulnerability pag pinapakita mo yun eh. Sometimes you're already way up there. People are already looking up to you. And people
Mm-hmm.
are already respecting you. And then they'll see you post something really, truly negative. Tapos, ang babaw pa. Yung tipong,
Mm.
sorry I'll just give an example. Kunyari, may nanggagaya lang sa'yo online. Tapos,
Mm-hmm.
papatulan mo, not to tell people na, oy, avoid, falling for a victim to this
Mm-hmm.
person. For example, ganun. Siyempre, sasabihin mo yon para to prevent them from having, from being victimized. But then, kung yung context ng sasabihin mo is that parang some people wants to be like me or some people wants to be me. Parang to me, that's borderlining arrogance, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Parang you are who you are not just because you made it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somehow there's a bigger individual, there's a bigger spirit who made that possible for you. It's just an opportunity given to you. So kung mas lalaki ka pa dun sa opportunity na yon, again, all of these things that we're doing and what the COVID lifetime has allowed me to appreciate is that this is just really and literally a stepping stone for all of us for something that we should look forward to in the future. So like in my case, I want this lifetime to be worth it because I love my family. I love my son. I
Mm-hmm.
want to remember me as a good person, as a good mother, right? So if I would not
Wow. Yes. I
example,
agree with you. Yeah.
and here he is.
Alan.
Hi, Andre.
Yan. So, and at the end of the day, kailangan meron ka rin yun nga yung motivation, di ba? Which will come from inside you. And my motivation is, I believe in heaven, I believe in God, and I believe in heaven, and with respect to everyone's religion. And I know that if you leave this world, you will go to either heaven or hell. I believe that. And that's because my parents taught me that, the church where I go to teach us that, our family teach us that,
Mhm.
our parents always remind us that, never fail. They never fail to. And so, alam ko na kung mabuti kang tao, pupunta ka sa heaven. At pag
Mhm.
masama kang tao, pwede kang mapunta sa hell. Pwede ka naman mag-confess, pero pwede kang mapunta sa hell. So, all these
Mhm.
things that we're doing are all stairway to heaven. Right?
Mhm.
So, kung
Yes.
gagawa ka ng something bad intentionally to other people, minsan may mga nagagawa tayo, hindi naman natin intention. Mali pa
Mhm.
rin yon. Pero, ibang usapan kasi, Coach Ellen, pag yung alam mo na makakasama sa ibang tao or mali talaga siya, mali ka
Mhm.
talaga, pero hindi mo ina-admit. So
Mhm.
my
Yes.
motivation, my clear motivation is that if I leave this earth, number one, I'd like my son to remember that he had a very responsible parents, and we loved him, and we taught him how to become a good person. And number two, when I go to heaven, I want to be able to see my father who died. My father who
Mhm.
died, I'm very sure he's in heaven eh. So if I
Mhm.
want to do the things that I have promised him to do, and I won't be a good person, hindi ako pupunta sa heaven, hindi na kami magkikita ulit,
Mhm.
Coach Karen, di ba? Parang ayoko yon. That's the
Yes.
saddest way, di ba? To even realize. And yun yung motivation ko para hindi ako malungkot. Kasi I had trauma when my father passed away. And every time I'd remember that, nadidepress ako, nalulungkot ako. What really helped me and motivated me is that one day, I can get to have a lifetime with him again. And 'di ba? So kailangan mag magtanim ka ng mabuti. Kasi para magkita kayo in heaven. Pag hindi ako nagtanim ng mabuti, Coach Helen, hindi ko siya makikita. So malulungkot ako lagi, 'di ba?
Very well said. I'm sure ang mga viewers natin nakaka-relate. Really like what you said about, being a good example. Kasi what is it that you're being motivated or you're encouraging this, pero hindi nila nakikita sa'yo. And really, that's very powerful. You really demonstrate what you're saying, what you believe in, 'di ba? Sabi nga nung isa nating viewers, nag-comment siya dito, sabi niya, nice topic, nice topic, TNC, sabi ni Mark Mercado. Hello, Mark. Good
Oo
evening
nga.
and
Hi,
Merry Christmas
Mark!
to you. Ayan. Sabi niya ganun, nice topic talaga. Talaga naman, kasi talagang digital for good is talagang this is it. We have to do it. We have to embrace it, and we have to look into working on it for the next generation to come. And to end the show with a high note, Miss Apple, I know you have so many things to share to everybody that's really inspiring, empowering, at nakita niyo naman kahit pong viewers na lalaki, talaga namang na-appreciate ang women at work, di ba?
Correct.
Your Christmas message to our viewers, to the TNC supporters who are watching us, your Christmas message to everyone.
Sige. First of all, my Christmas message of gratitude to you, Coach Ellen, for continuing to do Women at Work. You know that at one point in my life, I was just thinking I wanted to feature women who are working so hard like me for their family. Breadwinners, and shout out sa mga breadwinners na I'm sure si Coach Ellen at some point sa family niya also functions as one, and also being a single parent, right? For a while
Yes.
now. And thank you for believing in what Women at Work can do for you and can do for the people who will be touched through the show. Merry Christmas to you. This is already our third Christmas together, and you never fail to show me as a living example of someone who's really very humble, with your connections, with your family tree, with everything that you have in your life, with your successful children and the children that you're really very proud of, the reasons for you to live, 'di ba? And um I wish that you will continue to inspire more people, not just through Women at Work, but also through Alopecia Talk and the many other things that you're doing, the endorsements, the guestings, the coaching, the motherhood. I am so proud of what you're doing, and I'm so happy as your sister from another mother to see how all of these accomplishments that you have never change the kind of sweet person, the charming person that you are, and always appreciative of the things that you are seeing around you, even if sometimes it's not naman talaga directed to you. So thank you. You show me so much humility in such a way that even if there are things na hindi natin nakukuha pa, hindi pa nangyayari sa buhay natin, positive lang, laban lang, di ba? Show lang that, you're a very good model to show ng positivity. Kasi parang hindi po nagagalit si Coach Ellen. For those who hasn't talked to her like for hours, ako, ano yan, sobrang laging, ay, ang ganda. Ay, ang galing yan gawin. Ganon. Hindi ko kasi kaya yung ganon, Coach Ellen. Sobrang sweet and charming all the time. At yan po siya. Persistence, yan. Ang mga natututunan ko rin sa kanya na I'm sure hindi niya hindi niya nare-realize na actually she's living it and she's showing us and she's touching us, our lives through that. So my wish to you is really that we continue Women at Work, for as long as we can do it, because I know that maybe not now, but sooner or later, there will be more women at work who will be more empowered through the show, and they will all appreciate and thank you for the many things that you're doing. To all those people who have appreciated, those who are watching us right now, of course, aside from our relatives, the people that we don't know who are commenting, who are watching us on live or on replay. I know the time slot for shows like this, very odd sometimes, no? Kasi on our way going home or on our way finishing our work in the office. But the beauty of what we're doing on TNC and through Women at Work is that you can watch it anytime, anywhere through the replays. So to all of you, thank you so much. To all the men and women yan, who have appreciated Women at Work. Natutuwa ako kasi talagang isa to sa mga shows sa TNC na talagang kumbaga sinulat ko yung narrative, pinakita ko kay Coach Ellen, and it was right swak to how she sees herself doing something on TNC, and even yung lifestyle niya is really what it is. So natutuwa ako dun sa part na yon na na-embrace niya yon at talagang ginagawa niya, kino-continue niya yung magiging legacy ng show niya. So maraming salamat sa inyo. Sana maging productive kayo sa mga work nyo, kung nagtatrabaho man kayo, kung nagnenegosyo, sana lahat ng negosyo natin maging productive, mas productive pa sa 2023. Well, sana continue kayong mag-appreciate sa Women at Work, directly messaging everyone who have supported the show, the sponsors in particular. I hope that you will continue, Svensson, right? I hope that they will continue to support Coach Ellen and also Women at Work and the new channel for the many things that we are still going to do during this holiday season and even after, kasi 2023 is going to be very much more exciting for all of us. Ang wish ko sa Women at Work ay sana mas maraming nasa abroad na Pilipino ang makakita kay Coach Ellen, especially in 2023. Meron na talaga tayong direct opportunity na magawa yan. So I think that's going to be a big leap for Coach Ellen if we would be having a sponsor, to help us make that other mileage or other level of dream coming through. And to everyone who's been supporting the new channel from day one and up to now, especially yung mga ngayon lang nakakilala sa amin, welcome to the new channel. Our passion transforms a community that sees all things new. This is Esplana-Manansala. I don't have to be in front of the camera all the time, but I really sincerely hope that you will learn from the content that we are releasing. You will help us further campaign Digital for Good, and you will appreciate the littlest thing that we're doing on the new channel because we made them all just for you.
Very well said. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for our President CEO, Miss Manansala. Thank you so much. I'm honored and humbled. Finally, this happened. Ayan. Merry Christmas to you, Erwin and Andre, to your mom, and to the rest of the family. Maraming salamat po for 2023. To Svensons, maraming salamat, Miss Pam Basig. I'm grateful and honored to be your one of your brand ambassador for sponsoring us in the show, the new channel for season 2. And I look forward really for more fruit fruitful and more work together. All right. Thank you so much. And God bless us all. And 13 days more, 13 days to go before Christmas. Enjoy the rest of the night with your family, with your loved ones, and enjoy this holiday season. And most of all, let us not forget that the reason is our Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you so much, Kuya Manny Dico, Tita Linda, Mark Mercado, and for all our viewers. Maraming salamat. Stay safe. God bless us all. Have a great night, and you're watching Women at Work. Ang galing mo, panalo ka. Thank you so much. See you next time for season 3. Bye!